Hello Stalkers and welcome back to Stalker Zona modpack, and this is the new 1.35 Zona update. In this new 1.35 update I added a lot of new mods that I made, and also I fixed a few bugs and added a lot of polish and more quality of life elements. First thing that you will notice about this new update is the new wildlife mutants. These mutants will spawn in certain areas, and unlike RE bound, which spawns these mutants randomly around you, they will spawn using the Alife system. Which means that these guys will migrate across the zone, and I made them migrate to the most wildest locations in Stalker Anomaly, which are Swamps, Cordon, Garbage, Dark Valley, Red Forest, and also Jupiter. You can actually see them migrating. This is a trick that I use by using the Alife system in Stalker Anomaly. Other modpacks just slap spawn them in front of you, instead of using this beautiful system that is already present in Anomaly. This system also makes it so that it creates less bugs in the long run, and also allows hunting tasks to be generated automatically. These new type of mutants are called game because stalkers can hunt them down, and they are part of a new ecosystem that will be present in the Zona modpack. There is deer, moose, and also elk, but there is something else that can also hunt them down, and that is wolves. Yes, wolves can spawn and they can be very aggressive. During the day they are quite shy and you won't see them that much, but at night they can come out in huge numbers and they can go and hunt other mutants and even stalkers. But not just wolves, chimeras will also be seen more frequently during the night. This is because I made an extension script that works with Nocturnal Mutants mod. So when you hunt deer and you collect their mutant parts, they will give you something called game meat, which is the best meat that you can eat in the zone. It has the least amount of radiation out of all other mutant meats. All mutants now have new HD textures and also high quality models. They are from a repack mutant replacement pack. Even the crows now have HD models and textures, and you can shoot them down. These new HD models and textures are all optimized and won't affect any performance. Also added a new footstep sounds for all mutants that are present in the zone. Apart from the new ecosystem mutants and the HD models, we also have a few extra mutants. One of the mutants is called the Witch Screamer, which is a type of female zombie that will spawn during the night, but it can also spawn during the day. She's very aggressive and she will scream and lure other zombies to your location. And then we also have a Pseudo Giant Jumper, which is a smaller, much more agile version of the Pseudo Giant. They are very fast and super aggressive, but they aren't as tanky as their bigger brothers. Hope to add more mutants that can be lore friendly, but we will see this in the future updates. There is also a new cooking system for Zona. Around the zone you will find spices that you can use to cook mutant meat in different ways. These spices can be found in stashes, loot boxes, and also on stalkers. And you can also buy them from the shops that sell food. It just adds a new looting element that can be very satisfying. As you may know, Zona was the first modpack to introduce toxic air as one of the main elements of difficulty. So I'm trying to improve what we have already and make it the most immersive toxic air mod out of any other modpack. Other modpacks are trying to add more bloat like extra gas mask filters and other crap to make it seem like it's more complicated than Zona. But I prefer the more immersive approach, so when you start a new game in Zona, you will get this new item with you. It's a very special watch that not only tells you the time but also alerts you if you are in a toxic area. This watch will beep and alert you about the toxic air. Another element that you will see is the toxic air filter bar is now a percent bar, which will show you exactly how much life the filters and oxygen tanks have left. Also, the watch will alert you if the filters or oxygen tanks have run out. Also, our toxic air mod has individual animations for each model, which is the most unique out of the all toxic air mods out there. Now with this new update we also introduced toxic air safe zones. These safe zones will have no toxic air present in them. It can be a tunnel or a place where other stalkers gather. This should give you the opportunity to create hideouts without worrying about toxic air in these places. Another quality of life mechanic that you guys wanted is options for dynamic radiation. Another element of Zona is the dynamic radiation, but there's no way to change the settings in real time. With this new update you can reduce or change this mechanic how you like without the need to disable it in the first place. I also added an option that allows you to see if you have radiation. The radiation icon will alert you if you have radiation on you, This can be also turned off if you want to make it more immersive. Also, if you look at the add-ons menu now, you will see that the 4 elements of Zona are in just one section of the settings menu. This should allow you to tweak these settings very easily. So before we continue, I want to remind you that you can help this mod pack get bigger and better by just subscribing to this channel and liking this video. We already have 400 mods in this mod pack and somehow it's only 37 gigabytes big. And unlike other mod packs that continuously say they are the best and give you no new content, Zona gets updated at least once every 2 months with new exciting content. Remember, we are not competing with other mod packs, we are making our own very unique game. Oh, and don't forget to join our Discord server. Alright, let's continue. As you may know, other mod packs do not allow you to buy guns from traders, and you have to get lucky and find parts of a half-broken gun. And then maybe you can repair it? But there must be a better system to find guns, right? In 1.34 I showed you that you can craft a few homemade weapons, but I wanted to expand and improve the system even more. So I added this new system that works in conjunction with the homemade weapon crafting system. Scattered around the zone you will find parts for weapons. These parts have 5 elements to them, for example lower receiver, upper receiver, buttstock, etc, etc. You can find them in stashes and on Stalkers and even around the world. When you have all the elements needed, you will also need to find the internal parts for these weapons. And then you can assemble a new gun from all these parts. That's right, you can assemble guns and get guns for free with a little bit of scavenging. For now you can only assemble these guns, but in the future updates I will introduce new ones that you can assemble. But why did I add this new system in Zona? Well, that's because the economy in 1.35 has completely been changed. In other mod packs they have 3 progressive difficulties. Easy is tourist, medium progression is scavenger, and hard progression is survivalist. Zona has a more unique difficulty progression. First of all, I got rid of the tourist difficulty, so no more easy progression. Now medium difficulty will be the easiest progression that you can select, and then instead of medium progression we have the hard progression. So now medium difficulty is now survivalist, and then we have a new difficulty which is the hardcore progression, and it's called Desperation. That means that Zona now has the most hardcore progressive difficulty out of all other mod packs. And I've been testing this and I can tell you it's very difficult progression to play on. And now it's also the requirement to play and achieve the Invictus award. So yeah, good luck with that. With Desperation, prices are very expensive in all the shops. Upgrades from techs are much more expensive and loot is super scarce. To make it even more difficult, I reduce the amount of loot from Mag Redux that you can find on Stalkers. Shops also only sell basic weapons now. No more special tactical weapons will be found in shops. Loot boxes have been also nerfed quite a lot, and there is a less chance to find a weapon inside them. Also on the hardcore progressive difficulty there is a chance that you will see a lot less guns in the shops, so keep that in mind. Another thing is scattered loot. You won't find 3 basic tools from the same location anymore. Toolkits will be a lot harder to find, but remember you can still craft them or buy them from the interactive PDA, if you still have enough money, that is. And last but not least, the interactive PDA has a lot less items to buy, same as the NPC shops. This should make Zona a lot more challenging and interesting to play. Not only the economy has been changed, but also the ballistics damage. As you may know, Zona already has a good ballistic damage system, but I always want to improve things a bit more. So all projectiles will do 15% more damage. That means it will take you a lot less bullets to take out a lurker, for example. And you can also take out a guy that has a helmet with only 2 or 3 shots from your pistol. Not only that, but HP and AP bullets also do a lot more damage than before. Now remember, this means more damage to your enemies, but also more damage against you. So you might want to find ways to increase your ballistics protection. Old bullets are also gone. If you have old bullets in your safe, they will be converted to good bullets automatically. This is to reduce the amount of crafting elements that Zona has, and also to make your stashes look a bit more tidy and less cluttered. In 1.35 you will notice a lot more smoke coming out of your guns. This is a new mod that adds more smoke when your gun is overheating. I also added a new effect to this script to make the smoke a lot more visible and persistent. We also have a new carrier plate system. This new carrier plate system has been overhauled from the previous updates. Now you need to combine the carrier plate with an armor plate to create this item. Carrier plates will last you a lot more than just putting an armor plate into your outfit slots. Another new addition are the chest rigs, which allow you to carry more things and also allow you to have additional magazines attached to your outfit and ready to be loaded into your gun. The chest rigs can't get damaged, but they also can't be combined with other attachment systems like frames. Both the carrier plate system and the chest rig can be crafted, but also now Zona introduces the recipe manual system, which means that crafting is going to be a bit more harder than before. As you may know, Zona has a lot of unique elements to it, like dynamic radiation, toxic air, dynamic anomalies, but now it's going to have another very unique element, and no other mod pack has this element. This is real-time dynamic weather system. A lot of you will be like, doesn't Anomaly they have some sort of dynamic weather? Well, yes, but it's not really dynamic. In Anomaly, the weather changes only when you move from one part of the map to another, or it also happens when you sleep, which is instant. You might see some clouds while the sun is out, and then slowly the weather will change. This gives Zona another unique element to it, and it makes it as good as some modern AAA games, which use a similar system. Also added some quality of life mods like the auto favorite item mod. This mod allows you to see which add-ons and bullets your gun can equip or use, and puts them on top of your inventory list. We also have the minimap toggle mod, which you guys requested, and the free zoom, which allows you to zoom a little bit more even if you don't have a weapon on you. The armor repair system has been overhauled, and now it's a lot less tedious than it used to be. You can repair and maintain your outfit a lot easier, and trust me, with all the toxic air and dynamic radiation, you really need to keep an eye out for the condition of your outfit. Now let's take a look at some weapons that we are adding and improving in the new 1.35 Zona update. First weapon is an HK416A5. This weapon is made by Variable, one of our Zona weapon modders, and he makes some incredible unique looking weapons just for Zona. This weapon is a high tier gun and it is quite hard to find. It can take many types of scopes and it also has its own unique kit. We actually needed a weapon like this because Zona does not use all the vanilla weapons from Stalker Anomaly, and it is a really nice replacement. We also have more weapons made by Variable, and this one is a whole replacement package for the Scar weapons from BAS. A new set of very tactical looking scars that come in all shapes and sizes. Just look at the details on these weapons. The nice thing about these new scars is that they are very optimized and they perform really good. We also have a few extra reanimation mods by Variable. A new reanimation using Bird's Grot animations for the HOA 20. As you may know, Zona is trying to have inspection animation on each weapons, so my friends are doing their best to at least have inspection animations on these tactical weapons. But that's not the all reanimations that we have. We also have a few reanimations from Yuxi, a new reanimation for the M4 Butcher, T15 Ares, and other similar style of modified M4s with drum magazines. We are also using Yuxi's KS23 reanimations. Finally have some cool animations using this beast of a shotgun, and it also has a new scope for one of the variants for this shotgun. Another BRS replacement is a new set of Kipari style submachine guns from Shadismall. This new set of submachine guns will replace the current Kipari set from BAS. Some are low tier, mid tier, and also high tier. We also have a new low tier weapon, the M1 carbine by Stroglet 15, the same guy who made Pretty Pistol Pack. Another low to mid-tier weapon is the Farah 83. This one was originally made by Lunatic. This is one of many weapons that you can find parts for in the new find and assemble mechanic in 1.35. It's a file style weapon that shoots 5.56 rounds, it has no scope or accessories, and that is why it's a low to mid-tier weapon. Last but not least, we have a new Desert Eagle made by one of my favorite modders on the Stalker Anomaly community, a Desert Eagle made by Frosty-chan. This weapon is fully animated and it looks amazing, and it's going to replace all the Desert Eagles from the Pretty Pistol pack. There are many more mods and fixes that have been added to this new update, but I don't want to make the video too long, so if you have any questions about anything in Zona or questions related to Stalker Anomaly modding, make sure to message me here on YouTube, or you can come to our Zona Discord server. I also want to thank all the Discord supporters and the modders and the mods that helped me on the Discord server. I hope you enjoyed this new update, and Happy New Year to every single one of you. Make sure to subscribe and like, that will help us a lot. Bye and thank you for watching.